First thing you want to do is come over to the air filter and open it up. Then you're going to take an 8mm socket and loosen up this screw here on this hose clamp. Now you have to separate these two here. And down there, see right there, the end of it, the breather hose popped off, so gotta make sure you put that back on later. Pull this out of here. While you got this out, check it, make sure there's no damage. If there's cracks in it or anything, then you need to get a new hose. And that particular hose is plastic. I'm also going to unplug the mass airflow sensor right there, so I can move this stupid thing out of the way. There's another one down there, but I'm just going to turn this whole thing, lay it there. The thermostat's in here. And of course, there's this bolt here that holds this bracket on, that holds on the power steering reservoir. So we need to loosen that up, and hopefully it'll be out of the way. If not, we'll have to loosen up some more bolts. We'll see. See, is that the same as the others? Okay, and these 3 bolts here are 10mm. This is what happened. Driving the truck home from work, and all of a sudden it started acting like it was bogging. Pressed the gas pedal and it wasn't doing anything, and you'd feel like a resistance. There was a resistance. Then finally, maybe, I don't know, 10-15 seconds later, I noticed the low oil light came on the gauge cluster, and the temperature gauge was all the way up in the H. So I immediately pulled over, turned the truck off, and then went under the hood, and I found that hose I showed you that was deflated. It was fully expanded and had a lot of pressure in it. So I knew I didn't have any kind of a coolant leak. The coolant was still in the system. So then I figured that the thermostat is probably stuck closed and isn't opening, so that heated water can't, well, the heated antifreeze coolant can't run through the radiator to cool it down. So that's why the engine was overheating. And that hesitation I was feeling, I found out by researching that the computer actually does that to save the engine, which is really smart. Because otherwise I probably wouldn't have noticed the temperature gauge was all the way up, because when you're driving, you can't keep staring at your gauges. So I just wanted to throw that in there too. And now we'll get back to how to fix this thing. Hopefully they're not on too tight. I don't know if this thermostat is original. There it goes. But when I checked yesterday, there was no signs of any leaks or anything. And that's good that there's no coolant in this line that I can tell, so hopefully we shouldn't lose too much when I open this up. This one's on tight. This might take a little work to get it off of here. There we go, finally. Thing was stuck in there. Losing some fluid now. Wow. Here's the new one they gave me. You can see the part number. See how it looks compared to the old one. There's the old one on the right, new one on the left. You can see on the old one, I don't know if you can see the camera, but up here there's some debris in there. I'm not sure what that is, but that could be what kept it from opening. Maybe it got in there and jammed it. But after letting the engine cool down, thank God, the thermostat was able to open itself up again, so I was able to drive home and not have to pay for an expensive tow. So you just take the new one, put it in there like the old one was. And here's the part number. Now be warned, it does say 91 to 94 here, but they said that their system says that this seal is supposed to work with this truck. That's weird. I've changed the coolant in this truck twice since I've had it, the last 7 years. So I don't know why there's so much debris in there. And the radiator's new too. So put that seal in there like that. This thing here, I'm going to clean this with some alcohol before I put it back in. Then you're going to reattach this piece. I cleaned it up. Looks a lot better. I scraped some of the corrosion off too. I mean, that ring seems to fit in there, so two bolts back in, and after this you're gonna have to add some more coolant until it's full. I'm gonna get these hand tight for now, and then I'm going to tighten them incrementally. I'm not sure what the torque is for these, so I'm just gonna get these snug. Keep going until you get them snug. Turn it little by little. some reason the left one didn't tighten up with the right one. Okay, they're almost there. Back this bolt here that holds this bracket. Then reattach the air intake. $10mm bolts. Stick it through here. Let me check it, make sure it's not broken. I do have a vacuum leak, but I can't figure out why. Though it's a minor vacuum leak, it could be these. Okay, get that down there. Plug this back in here to the breather. Okay, then find your wire harness. Put this MAF sensor, reattach that, and you're just gonna reclamp the filter together here. Okay, come over here. Let's put this back on. Snug up the 8mm screw up here, get it pretty tight. Make sure you put this back in. Make sure all the hoses are reconnected that popped out. Close up the air filter box. Then you want to turn on the vehicle. That's it for the video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Click the notification bell. If you have any suggestions for future videos, leave a comment. And don't forget, make sure that you top off the coolant again.